Okay, got it. Okay, hello everybody. Believe it or not, I'm not alone on here, although you probably only see me. I'm here with my friend Leanne. I'm here with Diane. And so they can say hi real quick so you know I'm not by myself.
Hi there,
Matt.
this is Diane.
Hi, this is Leanne.
Thank you. Okay, we're expecting a couple other people today, but thank you so much for coming. If you want to jump in, I'm going to be checking the YouTube channel. If you just refresh on YouTube and you want to get a mini reading from us, then please do. We just lost Leanne, so just say hi in the YouTube comments if you're going to want a reading. So anyway, what we always do is sing in the 7 archangels. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see kind of where we're going today. We're in the middle of, we're at the end of Flowing in Grace with Universal Energies. Okay, Leanne's back, yay. And so we're getting a mini reading on the soul portal map. That's what we're doing today. So you could get a reading. Let's see. But here's what we do. We're going to sing in the 7 directions. So figure out where east is for you. I've got east over here. So I'm going to face that direction. And these are the 7 archangels that we're going to be calling in. We've got east, then we're going south. Okay. So we're kind of going clockwise with this, whereas when we do the earth energies, we go counterclockwise, which is kind of good because we're going both directions. So we go east, south, west, north, below, above, and then within. So let's get going. Let's call in those archangels. Okay. Spirits of the East and inspiration, Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of the South, fiery creative spirit, Archangel Michael, please come. Spirits of the West, watering, rubbing spirits, Archangel Gabriel, please come. Spirits of the North, clearing spirits, Archangel Uriel, please come. Spirits of the low, Mother of potentiality, Archangel Sandofun, please come. Spirits of above, for the sky perspective change, Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of within, heart space gifts, Archangel Hanael, please come. Okay, and stay standing because now we're going to clear 7 of the chakras. We actually work more in my classes with 13 chakras, but right now we're just going to do the 7 that everybody knows about. And I'm going to play the harmonium here and play all of these notes. We're starting with Lam, then going with Vam, Ram, Yam, Hum, Om, and Om. And you can make a little triangle out of your hands and put it for the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, and then you can flip it and go to the throat, the brow chakra, and the crown chakra. So we're just going to vocally clear these chakras. Let me turn this over here so you guys can see me. Okay, so here we go. Lam, 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 lam. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Okay. Okay, so where are we on the soul portal map? Wow. Oh, good. Una's with us. Oh, how exciting. Woohoo. So, Una, hi. Oh, good. Somebody else is on camera besides me. You know Diane, and this is my friend Leanne. She's joining us now. So, and this is Una. She's way back. Are you in North Carolina still?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we just sang in all of the archangels. We just cleared the chakras. Notice, Diane and Leanne, how you feel, if you feel any different after doing that. So we just being awareness, just tether our awareness to our body after we do things like that. We were, okay, where am I feeling this stuff in my body? So we're asking the question, where are you on the soul portal map now? And I've been like really doing a lot of clearing, as I think all of you know, and maybe some people watching this replay don't know. My mom just crossed on the 23rd. And so, yes, it's been really a lot of clearing, and but it wasn't until I got out of San Diego and back to my house that I started to really feel the gift in all of this, and really started to feel her presence in a different way. And so I feel like I want to give, a gift to my community before I go into a couple weeks of just kind of deep potentiality, rest, no social media, no Zoom classes for a couple of weeks, but we're going to be coming back. The next class is going to be January 31st. So that's kind of where I've been. So your Christmas might have just been really loving and creative and inspirational, all these wonderful things. Maybe you had a perspective change over the holidays. I don't know. But just think about where you are in this cycle at this time. Our whole theme has been for the last month is divine flow in universal energies. Today is the last quarter moon. The moon's at 40%. It's in Libra, which is a sign of balance. And our lunar key question for this phase of the moon is what is ending. So I trust that you guys all have meditation practices, and as you go into the eye of the heart, you can ask one of the questions you can ask yourself, unless you have a pressing question that you know that you need to ask, what is ending? So that's a question. I run my life on soul-based questions because my ego had its way for years and I wasn't happy, and now I am. So it's so I invite you to check into the eye of the heart. Una knows all about that because she's in my Mary Magdalene class. And just ask the question, what is ending? And for me, my mom's physical presence on the planet is ending. So that's a big one because I was very, very entwined with her. So let's see. But I also know there is a part of you that has never left the heart of divine source. And I know that that's true for everybody. That's true for me. That's true for my mom. That's true for my brother and sister. That's true for everybody I know. And so this right here is one of the things that's keeping me, seeing me through. This is part of what's keeping me going. So we're going to do our earth energy and universal energy exercises. And the earth energy, I made up the exercises, but the earth energies are all explained in this calendar and in this book, Palladian Earth Energy Astrology. And so today's earth energy is exploring. And exploring, you would face east to really pick up and connect to the exploring energy. And for the last 13 days, every 13 days, we move into a new universal energy. And whatever the energy, earth energy happens to be on day one is kind of our evolutionary guidance energy for the whole 13-day cycle. And that's been transcending, and I've certainly been feeling that. So we've got, this is a picture that I took at Mount Shasta, which is the root chakra of the world. May peace prevail on earth. There was a peace pole. It was like a peace garden. And from the peace garden, I was taking this picture of Mount Shasta. So in exploring energy, what we do is we step out of rigid and critical stances. So if I'm thinking like in rigid and just like prescribed ways, okay, no, wait, this is what you're supposed to do when you're grieving. You're not supposed to be having your class. You're supposed to be having days off, and you're supposed to not work. And so it's like stepping out of critical, what other people think of me as none of my business stances, and move into embracing differences and opposite points of view. So you kind of like explore, really, these people are looking at all these different dimensions and doing all of these archangel ascensions. Interesting. I don't know. I'll just, that's an interesting point of view. Let me check that out. So we're looking at, embracing what's coming into you as a different point of view. And then travel. Oh, I love traveling, and my husband and I are going to be doing some traveling. We're going to go to, it's very warm in Puerto Vallarta, and we're going to go to Puerto Vallarta for a couple of days. Today's universal energy is a number 8 energy, and you know that I love the healing of the number 8. If you notice some Renaissance paintings, they had gold figure 8s above the heads of the saints and saintly persons and ascended masters, and they had all of these figure 8s. Okay, and they're very healing to do figure 8s and to make figure 8s with your body, with your shoulders, with your hips, with your head. And when we do ceremonies, a lot of times we move in the figure 8 patterns. So today is a really good day to dance and move and create movement in the patterns of figure 8s. So, and what does this do? It brings accelerated communication and abundance on all levels. So we're dealing with bodies, we're dealing with emotions, we're dealing with mental constructs, but we're also dealing with all these spiritual energies that we can tune into. So abundance on all these levels. What are we learning about connecting energy is a question we can ask today, because it's especially strong today. So it's accelerated communication and abundance. So anybody have a question or a comment before we're about to go into our cycle of earth energies? These are the 20 spiraling earth energies we're about to move through. Does anybody have a comment before we start that? Lupe! Woohoo!
Renee,
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
Diane.
I was just going to say that the earth energy for me is the strongest energy of all. I've always had a connection as being a gardener and an earth worker. And if I dig my hands down in the dirt, I just feel like heavenly vibrations. And I always hear in my head, this is where you belong. This is where you belong. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so that's fascinating. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Because yes, the earth is so being able to connect to nature, being able to connect to the whole growing cycle is very, very powerful. And that is so beautiful that you know that you know that you know that. And so that's for me, oh, that's so interesting. I want to explore more. Of course, we have to move on, but I want to explore more. What in the heck is Diane feeling when she's gardening? Because I don't feel that, and I'd like to. So that would be a different perspective for me to explore today or tomorrow or next month. So thank you, Diane. And Lupe's here. Hi, Lupe. We're about ready to, instead of standing up and saying each one of these words 3 times, or saying them really fast like we tried last week that didn't work, we're just feeling, we're going to be sitting in one space, feeling these energies, knowing that they spiral around, knowing that the being energy and the breathing energy is, and just imagining that they're going counterclockwise. So we can be imagining that we're moving in a counterclockwise spiral. As we say each one of these words, I'm going to say that, if I was really confident that I had memorized them correctly, I would do it with my eyes closed, but I think I keep missing 1 or 2. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open. You're welcome to close your eyes if you've memorized these. I have found this practice of moving with these energies through a sequence in a spiral extremely, extremely helpful as I've been going through this grief process. So let's start with being, breathing, listening, planting, moving, transcending, remembering, loving, feeling, devoting, illuminating, choosing, exploring, healing, seeing, intuiting, evolving, self-regulating, catalyzing, enlightening. Okay, so that was, did any of these pop out for anybody as especially strong? So for me, when I went through this, the transcending energy came out really strong. And that's been our evolutionary guidance energy. So I feel like I'm really getting to know that one this cycle. Anybody else want to make a comment on this exercise? Okay. And now this one, I'm finding that saying the numbers along with the words is really helpful to me. This one I memorized a lot easier than the earth energy one, because the number sequence was attached to it. And I've been moving through my chakras up and down in the mornings, and that's been really helping me a lot as a practice. So we can start either at the top or we can start at the feet. So let's start at the feet. And I'm just gonna feel your feet, and you guys can close your eyes, and I'll keep my eyes open so that I make sure that I'm reading all of these. And then you're just feeling the chakra beneath your feet Okay, with the Earth Star chakra beneath your feet and feeling that as number one, that's initiating. So we're closing our eyes and we're starting at our feet. We're feeling our feet. We're feeling a couple feet below our feet. We're feeling initiating. Moving up to the root chakra, duality. Number 3, sacral chakra, creating. Number 4, solar plexus, foundation. Number 5, the belly button chakra, change. Number 6, the heart chakra, flow. Number 7, the high heart chakra, merging. Number 8, the throat chakra, connecting. Number 9, the brow chakra, harmonizing. Number 10, the crown chakra, manifesting. Number 11, the life process chakra, illuminating. Number 12, the soul chakra, understanding. 13, completing all of these chakras, feeling the energy come down and up through and meet in the heart chakra, completing and integrating these universal energies. Okay, does anybody want to make a comment about this universal energy process we just did? Okay. So I put the universal energies in kind of a circle, and I'm thinking that in the future we might do a card reading using this as a map and see what happens. But wait a minute. But right now we're going to go all the way back here because we're going to be pulling cards and giving messages to everybody that's here. And on January 31st, when we have our next class, we're going to be reading cards again with this Archangel deck. And we're, in my plan at this point is to do more Archangel work in February. So if you want to purchase this particular card deck, I'll put information for it in the replay link, in the Zoom link, and so that you might want to purchase this if you don't already have it. It's Archangel Oracle Cards, and it's by Doreen Virtue. But right now we're going to pull the cards and we're going to do card reading messages. So does anybody else have their cards with them besides me? Anyone else have cards with them? No, says Una. Lupe's got it. Show me the cards you've got, Lupe. Oh, cool. Okay, it looks like you have Kyle Gray. Is that Kyle Gray's deck? Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so Lupe is shuffling her card. Oh, she's got that. Okay, she's got Healing with the Angels. Okay, so Lupe, you're gonna shuffle that deck while I'm shuffling this deck. And anybody else with a deck? Diane, do you have a deck?
No, I do not.
Okay, no problem. Leanne, do you have a deck?
No, but I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna get one.
Okay, fun. Okay, so Lupe and I are going to give messages to you guys, to each of you. Lupe, we're going to start with Leanne. I'm going to read her. I'm going to give her a card first, and then you can give her a card, and we can talk about where that card might fit on the soul portal map. Does that sound good, Lupe? Okay. Lupe has been with me since.
Sounds good.
Since January 2020. Actually, before that. She's been with me since I moved here. So, and I've been with her. We've been helping each other. Okay. All right, Leanne, your card jumped the deck. So that's, that's something when you read cards and one of them jumps the deck. I'm going to stop showing this for a minute so you can see, it's like, oh, that's the card. So this is your card, and it is gentleness, and it's Archangel Sandofun. And Archangel Sandofun was one of the archangels that we called in today when we were doing Mother Earth.
Yep.
The Sandalphon energy is much more feminine energy than people used to perceive it. And it's from the Earth star chakra. So you're pulling energy up from the Earth star chakra as opposed to, the surface of the Earth. So you're just really pouring and opening and up that. So just the idea of being able to pull up and connect to the Earth, the Earth star chakra, that chakra a couple feet beneath your feet is really, really good. And doing it in a very, very gentle way, just not doing it like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get an A and I'm going to achieve something by doing this. It's just, no, it's a much more feminine way of working with the energies and working with the archangels. Is you're gently pulling up and gently opening up the Earth star chakra so that you can really feel in your feet and bring up the energy from the Earth star up through your whole body so that you're really holding that energy. I'll read to you what it says. Archangel Sandofun, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So this is, you've got to are stepping into a huge transition this month. And that's really beautiful. And so just as you're moving through a transition, just go really, really gently with yourself and have compassion for yourself as you're discovering new things and new ways of how you're choosing to be in the world, other than going, oh, the alarm went off, I got to go to work. It's a different way of being now. Be gentle with yourself as you step into this newness. And so that's what I have for you. Does any of that you feel?
Yes, it does, because Millie gave me the name of my teacher guide was the Gentle Wind, which isn't it your name too?
Yeah, mine too.
I mean, there's not really many of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally relate to that.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's the connection. We have a connection. Both Leanne and I were in class for years and years with this amazing woman, Reverend Millie Landis. And you've all heard me talk about her before, but yeah, so she gives out Indian guides, and she gave Leanne and I both the Indian guide Gentle Wind. And so I started to pay way more attention to nature and being aware of what's going on, and it's been beautiful. It's been a beautiful opening to open up to Gentle Wind. So that's good. And Lupe, you have a card for Leanne.
I do.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sounds
like work.
What'd you get?
I've never gotten a card like this.
Okay, so put it over a little bit so we can see it better. A study. Okay, now study doesn't necessarily have to be work, because she's getting this card also. So if whatever she's going to study, she should do it with gentleness, is my opinion. What's your opinion, Lupe?
Definitely. I think the gentleness came first for a reason. But I can read what it says here.
Okay.
You are engaged in learning and study right now. I don't know. Your angels guide you to take time to read, listen, and grow.
Beautiful.
This card, let's see, validates that this is an important time for you to learn new ideas or skills. Perhaps you feel guided to enroll in a class, and this card confirms that feeling. If you are currently attending school, the angels ask you to continue. Sometimes when we are in a learning phase of our life, we become anxious to rest our new knowledge. Instead of learning, we want to apply what we've learned. However, timing is everything, and this card guides you not to rush into action. Instead, enjoy the process of learning. The growth that accompanies an educational experience is enjoyable if we remind ourselves to stay focused on the here and now moment. Wow,
I love that. I love that.
Oh, good. What resonated with you the most in that description, Leanne?
Well, interesting enough, every time I've done this in the past, it's been a rush to get through all my learning materials, and then a rush to learn them, and then a rush to apply the new skills.
Right.
Which I love the message of, the gentleness that comes, and then applying the new knowledge, and then learning and reading and taking your time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank
Okay.
you, guys. Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
So we've got looping. Hold. We're gonna put the cards on the map at the end. So keep Leanne's card out, and then shuffle the rest of your deck. Now we're going to shuffle for Diane. So Loopy and I are thinking about Diane. We're picking up on Diane's energy, and we're getting, and this card wants to be Diane's card. So, oh, it's Diane's card for sure. Okay, so this card is outdoors.
Oh,
And you were just talking about, going outside and planting things and working in the ground and working in the soil.
oh, I love it.
So there is no other card in this deck that matches that, what you've been telling us, more than this one. Okay, this is the one. Okay, and so it's Archangel Gelfield.
Okay.
And so her energy, and she's telling you to go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So what I'm focusing on this for you is the creative ideas. You're a very creative person. You've shown me like your garden is like amazing. And so it's just like, even though it's really cold and it might be rainy, you still figure out a way to like get outside and let those creative juices flow a little bit, even at this time of year. So figure out a way, or figure out a time, or like, oh, the rain stopped. Okay, let me just like run outside.
Oh, wow. That's exactly what I do. I love it.
Okay, all right. So I'm inviting you to let the creativity that you have with your garden and your environment, and you're working with the earth and being outdoors, to let that flow into all kinds of different areas of your life as well. So it starts for you, it starts there, and then see where else you might want that to grow. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, and Lupe, what card do you have for Diane?
Well, for some reason, I decided to use the Angel Guide by Kyle.
Oh,
And I got honesty and communication.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so just read us a tiny bit from the book, and then tell us what you think it means.
Okay. Okay. You are being given an opportunity to speak your truth. You have reached a point on your journey where you must be honest with yourself and all those around you. If you are holding anything or feel you need to share something in order to feel free, know that your angel guide is encouraging you to act on this now. When you share these feelings and speak truthfully, you draw the support and light of the universe into your heart.
Okay, what do you think that means? What you read, Lupe, what jumps out for you as particularly relevant for Diane?
What jumps out to me is, for some reason, something's going on, the situation maybe that's going on in her life, and the best way to handle it, the angels are telling her, is to be honest and communicate.
Beautiful.
I don't know.
What do
I
you
think
think?
And also that when you're honest, it reflects how beautiful you are. You know, that people can say, wow, she's really beautiful. She's really lovely because she's honest and she's communicating.
Thank you.
That's what I get.
I love it. I love that. I think it also has to do with growth, because as you know, we come on our journey and we try to please everybody and take care of everything, and on, and I always say yes to everything. I think this journey also has taught me to be honest, to be even more honest as I'm growing and evolving. And it is healthier, stronger, wiser for myself and everybody around me. So I do relate to that a lot. And there's an element of setting yourself free when you do this. So I do feel like that is a huge part of my life, even as we speak. Yes. So that was very, very beautiful and appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Beautiful feedback there, Lupe. Awesome. I love the part that you added to the reading, the part about it's being beautiful when somebody is honest. Like, that's very.
Well, I have to admit, I was being honest, but when I was viewing, just perusing what was said by the angels, it was talking about something about, her being lovely. And I thought, oh, she has to hear that. I really
So
thought
you were looking down
and
like
looking
down.
down. Yeah,
so,
that's
yes, gotta know this part. And so what you did is you took something further down on the page and you connected it to what was up here, and because it
all connects.
Okay, you're finding the things that are going to be important and putting them together in a new way. So beautiful. Okay, now we're going to think about Una as we're shuffling the cards. So we're going to shuffle the cards and we're going to look at Una, look at her energy, pick up on her energy as we're shuffling the cards. And shuffle one more time. Okay, this is the card. Beautiful. Okay. So right now, Una, you've got this possibilities of more and more spiritual understanding is available to you. So there's openings. There's been openings lately. There's a lot more spiritual understanding that I'm seeing that journaling would be really smart thing to do right now. As these new understandings and understanding, it's like number 12 in the sequence of the universal energies. So this is what we're talking about here, is like moving up to the actually being able to understand what is happening in our lives on a soul level. And one of the ways that our guides sometimes help us understand what's going on is by giving us pictures. And sometimes the pictures are like geometric shapes, like the one that Archangel Raphael is showing us here. Sometimes they're in dreams. But Archangel Raphael is the one that we call in for Father Sky, because I keep feeling the things that he shows come down from above, you know, and I'll pull them inside and feel them inside of me, but it's kind of like more of an as above, so below kind of kind of Father Sky energy. So this is Archangel Raphael, and he says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So one of the spiritual truths is as above, so below. So what is happening out in the planets and in the moon phase right now is also happening within us. What is happening in my life circumstances is also happening out in the planets. You know, Venus and Pluto are having meetings, and that's really powerful, and that's what is above, but that there may be something in your life circumstances that is also having that same kind of energy and interaction. So this is a potent time for you, as more and more things. Pay attention to what's coming to you when you're like just falling asleep or when you're just waking up. And if there's any pictures in your head, work with those images that you're given. Archangel Raphael is giving you those images, work with them. So that's anything resonate with you in that card?
I'm just going to say yes.
Okay.
It is a potent time, and I'm getting a lot of that stuff. I've started trying to recall as best I can and write it down before it, you know, how everything is like, if you wake up with the images in the dream, it's fresh. And then as your time goes by, it kind of slips away if you don't get it down.
Right. Beautiful. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear you're keeping a dream journal at this time. That's beautiful. Thank you. And Lupe, what card do you have for Una?
I do have a card for her, and that is, these cards, they're surprising me. Retreat. Well,
okay.
Retreat.
Interesting.
I am thinking of going on a retreat, so.
Oh, well then. I think that's what it means. Tell us about your retreat. What kind of retreat is it?
Oh, no, Lupe.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Later. You talk first, Minnie. See if you can pick up anything about her retreat she's going on while you're talking. Okay, read a little bit of the book and tell us what you pick up.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, let me get to that. Okay, it says, what does it say? I can't even see this. I can't spend some time alone in quiet thought. Clear your mind and focus on your faith, on your truth and priorities. I'm having a hard time reading this. Are you?
Then just tell her what she needs to do then.
Well,
why she got the retreat card.
It seems to be something from your higher power or something is trying to tell you to maybe spend some thought. And maybe it's when you go to the retreat, he wants you to really pay attention and, just have a quiet mind. And when you go there, I really feel it's a retreat. It's just so weird that it's like, wow. And just be ready and focused and focus on your truth and priorities. That's what I think it is. It's about you going on this retreat and reflecting on your heart and your desires and stuff like that.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you, Lupe. Okay, Una, what resonated? Tell us all.
I know, besides the fact that I'm considering this retreat, I think also I've been in a kind of a personal time of retreat just from social media and all that stuff, and retreating into my back house here to have some
Oh,
kind of take my time, getting more time to myself to reflect on the situation
Mhm.
that I'm going through. So
Well, yes, I'm so glad you're doing that, because when we're in transitions, when we're in big transitions, a lot of us here are in big transitions right now. The more aware we can be of what's happening, of what's ending and what's beginning, that the better start we're going to be having on the journey as we take it out into take the insights out into the world, take the inspiration and the creativity and out into the world. The more time we spend really thinking, really seeing what's ended and seeing what's planted and seeing what's beginning, those are all really, really good. So I don't remember if you were here when we talked about the moon phase question. Right now is what is ending. So that's a good one for you to take into your journal. And then when the moon phase moves into what is being conceived, that's going to be a really important question for you. So, and as you know, it takes, 28 days for these moons, the moon to go through the whole cycle of being able to, come to the next indicated step for you. But the more aware you are of this transitional time, the better. I used to spend all of my transitional time watching TV, and like 17 years ago, I was just drunk all the time, not aware of a thing. And then I stopped drinking, but then I was prescription drug medicated for a while. And I feel like a lot of my awareness and observation was just kind of like, I was in a kind of a state of distraction. And of course, people then present as depressed and anxious. But if we're really aware during these transitional periods, we know what our next indicated step is. We know that we're on the right path because we keep getting signs for it. And we're just, the more we go within, the more we ask our soul the questions instead of like hearing what everybody else thinks, the more that we're going to be able to move forward and really learn from the experiences that are unfolding in our lives. So I went off, but I hope that helps.
yes, thank you.
This one is more like saying that, as you rest, you're just know you're walking with your higher power. And I like the ending, that it is true divine guidance and not just your imagination or wishful thinking, if it speaks of your desire to make a difference in the world. So maybe that's what you're.
Yeah, that's beautiful. When I was in early sobriety, when I'd tell my sponsor what my big new idea was, and she goes, okay, well, that thing that you're thinking of doing is not selfish. You're actually helping other people, so go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that my choices were not selfish choices, that they were actually going to benefit somebody else. So,
Well, I'm going to be participating in my first sweat lodge
woo!
on January 1st. And then on the 3rd, I'm going for a paid labyrinth restoration job for 6 to 10 days in Charlotte. So we'll be building up helping to restore a labyrinth that some people destroyed by accident, not knowing what it was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. That's awesome work. Oh, you'll have to tell us all about it on January 31st.
Oh, yeah.
Because we want to know. Yeah. Okay, so now Lupe gets a card. And Lupe, you can pull your own card if you want. Put Una's card out and it's shuffle for yourself now, Lupe. Well, I'm thinking about you. You're thinking about you. Pull your card. Oh, this card tells me oh, look at this. So this is the card I got for you, and it's Archangel Hanael, which is the one that we sing in when we go within. You may choose a different archangel when you want to go within, but this is the archangel that I choose. I think it's really a personal choice for everybody, which archangel they feel within. But she's talking about moon cycles. So I recommend that you pay as much attention to the moon and what the moon is doing in her phases as possible. And do you have all of the lunar key questions? Did I send that to you? No?
What?
Okay.
No.
Okay. Since you got this card, expect an email from me later today. I'm going to tell you all of the lunar phase questions for you to work with in your journaling and your stuff. So the more aware you are of what the moon is doing and her cycle, the more clarity you're going to have on your own cycles. That's my feeling. Okay, what does Archangel Hanael say? She says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize on those cycles. So you find your own, oh, wait a minute. Wow, this is the most potent cycle for me. So you start to see patterns, you start to go, oh, wow, okay. I really love whenever the time right after the full moon and you go into distilling, because that was the moon phase that the moon was in when I was born. So you might find that the moon phase that you were born under is really helps you. Like my favorite question is, what is essential? And so whatever moon phase you were born under, and you know, let's see if you can figure it out, but based on the questions from the lunar cycles. So I'm going to send that to you. And then what card did you get for you?
I got forgiveness.
Beautiful. Let me see the card. Okay, now without reading the book, what do you think it means?
I'm pretty well forgiven everybody in my life, so it's probably just verifying. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't think of anybody I have to forgive unless they're trying to tell me something.
Okay. I don't know. How much have you forgiven yourself?
A lot.
Beautiful.
I would say a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's forgiveness of other people, it's forgiveness of yourself, it's forgiveness of, like forgiveness. A lot of people have to forgive God because the God wasn't there the way they thought God was supposed to be there for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So beautiful, Lupe. She's got a triple hitter.
Well, let's see what this says a little bit. I haven't even looked at it. Let go of anger and resentment and feel yourself healed. You don't need to forgive the action, just the person, so that you can be at peace. By drawing this card, they're guiding me to release anger and irritation. Okay. And they're saying that, they just talk about maybe feeling angry but it's not worth the anger.
Okay, beautiful.
I am no longer willing to carry around pain in response to your actions. And that's where I feel like I'm at. A lot of stuff now, I get hurt initially, and yeah, it stays with me a little while. But I'm saying, yeah, but what is this? Questioning my.
Are you noticing that the anger and the irritation takes less and less time?
Oh yeah.
Holding on to it like you used to hold on for it for years, and now it's maybe a couple of days.
Yes. And I also see the gifts now, like if I hold that in, maybe a hurt or an anger or resentment, and I look at it for, a day, and then I ask for an answer, the answer I get is usually very good.
Beautiful.
You know, it's really amazing. It's like, oh, that's what you're trying to tell me. Oh, yeah. You know,
Oh,
like,
got it. Thank you. Okay.
yeah. I told my husband to go out when it was raining, pouring rain. And I had done that a week ago or a month ago. And when he did that, when it was raining, he fell. And he got very angry at me. And I didn't understand why. And then I figured it out while I was going through my little pain of being hurt.
Right.
Oh, it's probably because when I sent him out last time, I was trying to kill him. And sure enough, the following week, he told me, you know, you remember when you told me to go upstairs and get those pillows for you and I fell?
Oh my gosh.
It
Oh
was
my gosh.
exactly that. It was really, and it was like, I knew there was like this pain. And it's always, you know, you always think, oh, he doesn't love me no more. Oh, what did I do? I'm terrible. And it's not that. It was his fear. Like, it was like, what are you trying to do? Let's talk about this.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys talked it out. That sounds great. That sounds great that you were aware enough to figure out something was going on and to talk it out. That's awesome, Lupe.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so we are
Now
at
it's your turn.
I'm gonna share the handout again because we want to real quick. Where are we putting these cards on the soul portal map? We've got moon cycles, which I think is perspective change. We've got spiritual. We've got. Where would you put retreat, Lupe?
Perspective.
Okay, so when people go into retreat, I'm thinking it's potentiality.
Potentiality. Yeah.
Because it's like there's a whole bunch of new possibilities, and you get to, you know, sit with what's transitioning and what's moving forward. So you're in, there's all these things that could possibly grow. Which one are you going to choose? So you've got potentiality. Okay, so spiritual understanding, where would that go? I'm thinking this one goes with sustaining, because when you really get, you're really working with the energies. So I'm thinking that one. Let's see, outdoors, where would you put outdoors? What do you think, Diane?
Well, I'm leaning towards creativity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Because one of the things that this card is trying to tell you is that creativity is more possible for you, and creative ideas are more possible for you when you're outside and you're doing
yes.
those.
Yes,
So,
I'm in that energy. Yes.
So I put that one in.
Forgiveness in clearing.
Okay, beautiful. Yes, forgiveness is in clearing. That's perfect, Lupe. Thank you.
And can I ask Lupe, which angel was it, that card that you pulled for me? This is Diane.
Okay, yeah, Lupe's got a deck where the angels aren't named.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so and then this one, gentleness, where are we going to put it? With Leanne's card, any thoughts? I think gentleness is a gift. Anybody else have an idea about where it might go?
Yeah.
Well, it could be a perspective change also.
It could be. What do you think, Leanne?
Well, I thought it was a few. I thought it was clearing, a gift, and potentiality.
Okay.
Can you have more than one?
Well, we kind of want to narrow it down a little bit. Okay, and I am so it seems to me like there is a gift. The gift of gentleness is leading you into a time of potentiality. That's what I'm sensing.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yes, it does.
Okay. Because you've been through some clearing. Embracing more the gift of gentleness and taking that into your period of potentiality would be good. Okay, and Lupe, you had one more card.
Did we get honesty?
Which one?
Honesty,
Yeah.
retreat, study.
Oh, study. Okay, so I'm thinking it's inspiration.
Ah,
We don't have a card for inspiration yet, so I'm thinking it's there. So pretty cool. Okay, so let's everybody give kudos to Lupe. She did a great job. Trying to-
Thank you.
This is all new.
oh,
She never had Millie's class. She never had anything. This is all new for Lupe.
Thank
right
you.
in.
So you did a great job, Lupe. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And so we're going to meet again on the 31st. We're going to have a nice long everybody's in potentiality anyway. So we're going to do this. We're going to do readings with this particular deck. I'll put the name of it in the replay notes.
Okay.
And I'll put it in the Facebook group too. And so it's these are two of the cards from that deck. We're going to be talking. We're going to make sure everybody feels safe. This is what I'm thinking we're going to be doing in February. Who knows? After weeks of silence, I might change my mind. But this is what I'm thinking we're doing in February is working with Archangel Michael, making sure we have a really strong sense of being protected. I mean, you can call on Archangel Michael to protect you, which is good, but then we need to learn how to create that protection for ourselves and that strength. And so Archangel Michael can teach us that. And then healthy lifestyle and Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is all about healing ourselves, healing our body, mind, spirit, emotion, all of the different layers of us. And one of the things that can help us do that is to eat healthy and sleep. So we're one of the archangels we're gonna, like, kind of right after Michael would be Raphael. So we're going to be working on some healing. We're going to be working on some strengthening our ability to protect our energies from low vibrational energy.
So Renee, are you going to keep the same Zoom number?
Same Zoom link. Yeah, I'm not going to change it for one class. So the Zoom link will be the same for the January 31st class. Yeah.
Oh, January 31st or December 31st?
January 31st. Yeah.
At 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It probably, okay, does 2 o'clock work for everybody here? I'm thinking if there's a couple more people that could be in this class, if it was 2 o'clock, we have some people from Australia. We have somebody that gets off work at 1, and they could be here at 2 if we changed it to 2 p.m. on Monday. What do you guys think? Anybody have a problem with that?
I think we should give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it and see if the people that say they want to come actually come.
Right.
Okay, so I'll do that. And then we're talking about this. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Why? Because all the replays are on there. And if there's something that you really liked or you wanted to see, wait a minute, what was Lupe telling me? I'm going to go back and listen to that. So this is what we do at the very end of the class. We sing, "We Are a Circle of Love." So let's all imagine that we are holding each other's virtual hand, and we can all love each other from all over the country, all over the US and Mexico today. And here we go. Here's our song. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. Okay, thank you, everybody. See you at the end of next month. Have a wonderful, amazing, fabulous new moon, full moon, and everything else.